Welcome to Small Teaching Online Book Club and Workshop and our Blackboard Hybrid course. Before we begin, I wanted to let you know that the Small Teaching Online Book Clubbers and Workshoppers consist of both alumni and newbie participants. Alumni are those who have read a portion of the book and have attended at least one workshop. Newbies are someone who have just received the book and are now coming into the Blackboard Hybrid course and will be attending future workshops. I just wanted to let you know so that as you intermingle on the hybrid course or you see one another across campus, say hi and maybe bring up a salient point about the Small Teaching Online book. So let's start with the table of contents. Flower Darby has done an excellent job dividing the book into parts. We have parts 1, part 2, and part 3. Inside each of the parts she has at least 3 chapters, and inside each of the chapters she has 4 to 5 quick tips. That means there are approximately 36 or more different quick tips, and those quick tips are the ones that you will be considering creating a deliverable at the workshops that you attend. Now, as you start this book, whether you are an alum or a newbie, you can start anywhere you'd like. If you are the type who likes to start at the very beginning, you might want to start up here on part 1. If something down here in part 3 or part 2 interests you and you prefer to start there, you may do that as well. It doesn't matter. The only criteria is that you work within the Blackboard Hybrid course and you attend the workshops and create a deliverable at the workshop. And we'll be giving you more information about that as we proceed through. So inside of our Blackboard course, we have designed the course to align with the book. So you'll start at the welcome page, you'll watch this video, and then you'll read about the book itself, and there's some contact information on that welcome page. The next area is announcements. We use announcements very heavily in this course, so be sure you're watching your emails to get those announcements, or come over here and read the announcements. Just be sure that you're getting them, and if you're not, please let us know. The next section of the course is course information, and here you're going to find a really excellent video that Flower Darby did that speaks to her writing this book and the reasons behind writing the book. It's very moving, very powerful. Please set aside 50 minutes to watch that. And then below that we have a stick best practices. It's a very brief video. And then below that we also have some links to stick best practices and here that you can read about best practices that we highly recommend when creating online or hybrid courses. Now, before we dive into the course content, I just wanted to look one more time and review the book, the table of contents, because remember, we have parts 1, part 2, part 3. We have 9 chapters. Inside each chapter, there's 4 to 5 quick tips. The quick tips are the ones that you're going to be looking at and considering for creating a deliverable at the workshop. So let's look at the course. So inside Blackboard, what we've done is divided this into modules, parts 1, part 2, and part 3. That course. Then inside each of the parts, we have created a small folder to include each of those chapters that correspond to each of the parts. Then inside each of the chapters, you will toggle through and just read whatever information is there. And then we've created a very brief video for each of the quick tips. Remember, that was 4 to 5 quick tips per chapter in each of the 3 parts. These are very brief. They're from 1 to 3 minutes tops. And these just kind of break down those quick tips. And so what you'll do here is on each of the particular tips, you'll navigate to the page, have a quick look at the video, and consider if this might be one of the quick tips that you will want to use to create at the workshop the deliverable that you'll be creating. And the last part of our hybrid course in Blackboard is a discussion board. We have a very brief discussion board. We have some general questions in case you want to answer. We are having you introduce yourselves, and alums, you can say hi to the newbies. Newbies, we are asking you to create a Google slide deck slide and follow the instructions in there. And then you'll see we've created a discussion board for each part. So part 1, part 2, and part 3. Again, you can come in at your leisure and your choice and just add in a salient point that you would like to share based upon that particular part or chapter, and any kind of questions you might have. So again, we want to welcome you to Small Teaching Online Book Club and Workshops. Please be sure you reach out with any kinds of questions that you have. The contact information is at the bottom of this page. And enjoy reading the book.